Welcome back, dear students. In today's session we are going to see the introduction to polynomials. You have been learning about polynomials from your lower classes. In your lower classes you learn about the terms, right? You learn about the terms, the coefficients. In this expression you can see this is called algebraic expression. You learn how to add algebraic expressions, how to subtract algebraic expressions, right? So in this algebraic expression there are three terms. You can observe here 1, 2 and this is 3. So these three terms combine to form a polynomial. Okay, so we'll see in detail what are the different types of polynomials and how we classify the polynomials based on terms and based on their powers. So in these things we are going to see the basic things about an expression. You can have a look at these numbers, okay, are called coefficients. This 5 is called coefficient of x square and this 2 is called coefficient of y, and this 7 is a number which is called constant because it doesn't have any variable. Now what is a variable? Variable is an alphabet, x square or y square, whatever you take. Okay, variable can be any alphabet. Variable can take any alphabet from a to z, that is lowercase a to z. And coefficients can be numerical coefficients or they can also be variables. The next is exponent. Exponent is nothing but the power of the variable. Here the exponent is 2 and if there is no exponent it is 1. And here what is the exponent? Because there is no variable here, so the power is 0 here. Okay, I can write anything power 0 like z power 0. So this is called constant. Okay, what is z power 0? Z power 0 is again 1. Got it? Then these are called operators. So in every polynomial or in every algebraic expression you will find all these things. You will find coefficients, you will find exponents, you will find variables, okay, and different operators are used to combine them, that is plus or minus signs. So we are going to study about different types of polynomials in today's session. First, let's understand the definition of polynomial. Okay, so polynomial, an expression containing variables, constant and any arithmetic operation, okay, plus minus, any arithmetic operation is called a polynomial. Now from where is this word derived? This is derived with the word from the word poly. Poly means many. The meaning of poly is many and nomial is a term. So this combines, it says many terms, combination of many terms. So you can have a look here. This is one of the polynomial with 3 terms. Yeah, and just now I have explained you what is coefficient, what is variable, operator and the constants. Okay, so you came across many questions of this type in your lower classes too. So let's see what do you mean by degree of a polynomial now. Now degree of a term or a polynomial. Degree of a term means the highest power. For a term we will have a degree as well as for a polynomial we will have a degree. Okay, so in this term you can see 6x power 8, the highest, that is the power is 8. So degree of this term is 8. And in this 2 minus 2x power 6 y power 3 z power 1 it will be, no? So for this we will add all the powers. For this term, particular term, if I want to find degree of this term, we'll add all the powers, that is 6, 3 and 1. So the degree of this is 10. And here there is only a number, okay, there is no variable here. So I can write any variable x or anything I wish write power 0 there. So degree of this term is 0. Okay, so a term has a degree as well as polynomial has a degree. Now you can see this is a polynomial. In this polynomial, the degree of this term is 5, the degree of this term is 10, and the degree of this is 11. So which is the highest degree in this? The highest degree is 11. So that will become the degree of a polynomial. Okay, so in short, if I say in simple words, the highest power of a polynomial is taken as degree of a polynomial. So you can have a look here. This is a polynomial and this is the degree of the polynomial. So here there is a number 9 which doesn't have any variable, so you can write anything power 0. Always remember this. You can write anything power 0, like you can write a power 0. So the degree of this polynomial is 0, right? Then next we have x plus 4, so degree is 1. Then x square plus x plus minus 5, something here. So the highest power here is 2, so degree is 2. What is the highest power in this? It's 3, so degree is 3. The highest power here is 2 plus 3, that is 5, so degree of this is 5. So polynomials are classified based on degree and based on number of terms. So we'll see in detail what are the different types of polynomials now. Now based on number of terms, okay, so a polynomial can have one term, it can have two terms, it can have three terms, okay, any number of terms. Got it? So based on number of terms, we'll classify the polynomials like this. If a polynomial has only one term, it is called monomial. You learn about this in your lower classes. So you can see in this all the expressions there is only one term. 6 is one term, 4x cube, something minus 5a square b cube. Okay, so these all the expressions have only one term. So an expression which has only one term is called monomial. Then what do we call an expression if it has two terms? What do you call an expression which has two terms? Yes, that is called binomial. Okay, bi means two. So an expression which has two terms, you can see in this there are two terms, 6x plus 2, ab power 4 minus 5, something y plus 2f. Okay, so an expression which has two terms is called a binomial. Then what do you call an expression which has three terms, or a polynomial which has three terms? Okay, that is called a trinomial. So an expression which has three terms is called trinomial. You can see there are three terms in this, 1, 2 and 3. So this is called a trinomial. Then what do you call an expression which has more than three terms, like 4 terms, 5 terms, 6 terms, or more than that? So that is called a polynomial. Got it? So an expression which has more than three terms, there is no specific name for it, so we call all of them as polynomials. Now one thing you observe in these all the terms, the power of any of these variables, the degree is not negative. You can observe here there is no variable with power negative power. Okay, so that is the rule of polynomial. Always keep it in your mind. If an expression has negative powers, x power minus 2 plus y power minus 3 plus 5. So what do you say about this expression? This is not a polynomial. Okay, not a polynomial. Keep this in your mind. So a polynomial cannot have negative powers. Okay, so this is not a polynomial. Then there is another rule for being a polynomial. to be a polynomial, the variable should not have the powers in fractions. Like the variable should not be in the root, I can say. Okay, x root x plus 3y plus z. So this is also not a polynomial. This is not a polynomial because the power is negative. This is not a polynomial because it has a root and the root becomes power 1 by 2. Okay, this root becomes, the value of this root is power 1 by 2. So the power cannot be in fractions also. So the power should always be a whole number. Okay, to be a polynomial, the power should always be a whole number. It cannot be negative or it cannot be in fraction. So you can observe one thing here, that none of these expressions have negative powers nor they have the power in fractional form. So these are the polynomials based on number of terms. Now don't get confused with number of terms and another number of and degree of polynomial. So now we have to classify the polynomials based on degree. So what do you mean by degree? Just now I said you here, degree is nothing but the highest power. Okay, so based on degree also we classify the polynomial into different types. So let's have a look. The first one is a constant polynomial. Okay, what is a constant polynomial? A polynomial whose degree is 0, because there is no variable here, there is only number 8. So that is called constant polynomial because the degree is 0. Then if the degree of a polynomial is 1, like you can observe here, x plus 8, the power is 1, 3 by 4, x minus 6. So the coefficient can be fractional form, keep this in mind. The coefficient of x is 3 by 4, that can be in fractions, but the power of x cannot be in fraction. This is the rule. So this is a polynomial and it is called linear polynomial because degree of a polynomial is 1. If the degree of a polynomial is 2, what can we call it as? Yes, if the degree of a polynomial is 2, it is called quadratic polynomial. You can observe here the power of the highest power in this expression is 2. The highest power in this expression is also 2. So as degree is 2, this type of polynomials are called quadratic polynomials. Then what do you call a polynomial whose degree is 3? Any idea? Any idea? Yes, you're right. It is called a cubic polynomial. So if a polynomial has degree as 3, that type of polynomial is called cubic polynomial. Now when you say monomial, binomial, trinomial, here we see number of terms, 1 term, 2 term, 3 terms. We see number of terms. Powers doesn't matter here. Okay, whatever may be the power. And when you say constant, linear, quadratic, cubic, here matters the power. Okay, here we do not see the number of terms. Okay, we do not see number of terms, we see the degree, that is the highest power. So these are the basic things. Using these concepts you can try the first exercise. You can easily do exercise 1 of your textbook. Hope you all are clear with this. Have a nice